Okay, I do have the book, guys. Robert, yours is in the mail. Let's see what we got here. I want to tell you, man, this is just hard, hard work. Come on, book, where are you? Here you go. Stick control formulas. Look how thick that book is, guys. Can you see that? How thick? There's 45 formulas. I had to stop there. If I put any more in there, the book would have cost me more. So 45 formulas is going to keep us busy for quite some time. I could have done 3 more books like this, maybe 4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in my publication, Beyond Control. I've been negotiating with some publishers. Yeah, there's a lot of information in there, Jim. Oh, one thing I'd like to talk to you about, Jim, let's set something up for next month, March, for a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You and your gentleman friend can come down, spend Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here. Is that okay with you? We have to put something in stone. Now, what we're going to do, now just remember this. Whatever the formula is, there's only 4 pages of each formula. Now I'm going to expand on that, and then you guys will get some more additional PDFs. So what I recommend, you print them out, you get protector sheets and a binder, and put them in the binder, because there's going to be a lot coming. I'm going to specify, in detail, in depth. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make about 4 or 5 different videos and place them on YouTube. Maybe 5, and that's going to leave 40. I asked him, I asked him. I'm going to do about 5 free videos on YouTube. The remainder of I'm going to do an instructional video on every formula. It's going to be at least 20 to 30 minutes long. It's going to be in-depth. And they are going to be for purchase on my website. So I think that's a pretty good business move, if you ask me. And I posted this on Facebook. The guys in Europe, man, I'll tell you, my PayPal account is exploding. I think maybe I hit the jackpot, a comeback. I guess, I don't know. But hey, it's all working out, it's all good. And I have a student who's going to do some experimentation with the cameras. We might be able to put a camera to see my foot. So that sounds pretty good, right? Anyway, all right, now, I should have sent the PDF out for the lesson, but I didn't. I just want to give you some examples, some things we've gone over and already, but I didn't go in depth to explain it all. The reason why I'm putting this book together is for a lot of different reasons, but the one main reason is every day before the lesson started, I would send 4 or 5 different pages to everybody on my mailing list. And only occasionally, other than you guys, only occasionally, I would get a thank you. And everybody else wouldn't even say a word. I would get an email, are there any PDFs for today? If I didn't send any. I mean, go figure. And I gotta share this with you too. Now, you're on Facebook, Robert, and you are Jim. I have about 12 to 14 different Art of Drumming groups. Okay? How you doing, Horst? All right. I posted the advertisement for the Stick Control Formula book in the Stick Control book room. Somebody gave me some shit about I shouldn't be advertising in there. Now go figure. Okay, last time I checked, it was my page. I'm one of the administrators. I started the page. So that gives me a little bit of a right to post what I want to post in there. All right, Horst, you're going to get the PDFs? No, yes, maybe, by chance, perhaps. I wanted to work on a halftime shuffle today, and that comes in two different forms. One is a one surface exercise to develop accents or the level system, okay? And I'm going to demonstrate that, and I'm going to put it to a drum set application. All right, and we're going to do the halftime shuffle. Okay? So let's start with one of the formulas that's in the book. It's all written out, maybe 4 pages. Each formula, like I said, has 4 pages. So you have an eighth note triplet. And I'm going to do a right hand. When I say right hand, I'm going to start with the right hand and alternate right, left, right. So I'm going to put an accent on the downbeat. 1 and the. The second one is the left hand lead, which is going to be 1 and the. So I'm going to make right. It's going to become 1. Left is going to become. So now I take line 1 using that formula. The left hand is getting better, being that you mentioned it. I wasn't going to mention it. Tomorrow afternoon I have to go to get an MRI, and then I have a doctor's appointment Friday, and another test next week one day, and another doctor's appointment. So it's feeling better. I still have problems when I hit that accent. It's like a shock. But anyway, let's get back to the lesson. The eighth note triplet, right hand lead is 1 and the. Left hand lead. So now, if I take that, R becomes 1 and the. Left becomes pop, pop, pop. Got it? So now, if I take that formula, R is the first note, 1, or sticking pattern rather, 1. I'm in position now to maintain, to hit the left. I'm just doing an alternating triplet. 2, 3, 4. It's a simple pattern, line 1. I go to line 2, and I start now with the left hand. And it does make a difference because the feel is a little bit different. So you got to maintain the tempo and the sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now that's pretty simple, the first 2 lines. However, now the level system, it was there, but it wasn't quite as visible as the next couple exercises. So what we're going to do, first of all, before I continue, I have 2 cameras set up today. Do you like this view or that view? Tell me which one you like, the first one or the second one. First one or second one? That's the second one you see on the screen right now. You like the first one, Robert? How about you, Hoist and Jim? Majority's going to rule this one. If you like the first one, we'll stay with the first one. Okay, hold on. Like I said, I might be able to get the camera for the foot. So that would be 4 cameras I would have. All right, we're gonna keep it at the first one. Of course there's no PDFs. I didn't send any. This is in a stick control book formula. Our lessons from now on are going to be from the formula book and the book number 1. And I'm going to get in depth. And if there's any additional PDFs that you guys need, I'm going to send them. So let's kind of go over that the first line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Line 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, here's where it becomes very visible, and you gentlemen are going to have to understand the levels very well. If you don't, this will teach you. If your hand's down, and if it should be up, you're going to go, oh shit. Huh. So it's kind of self-teaching. It's self-explanatory in a lot of different ways. So I'm going to do all rights. R, remember, R becomes 1, right, left, right, with the accent on the first stroke. So now I have right, left, right, right, left, right. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice now, excuse me, the triplet itself is 1, it's down, up, tap. But now I'm just doing right hand leads, so it's going to change. Down, tap, up. I'm in position to nail the right hand accent. Understand that? Left hand lead, just to the left. Down. Okay, so now we'll take the formula and we're going to do line 3. That's right, right. That means 2 right hand triplets. Right, left, right, right, left, right. Then the lefts. Left, right, left, left, right, left. So let's try it. Nice and easy. 1 and the 2, the 3 and the 4 and the 1, 2, 3, 4. Up tempo a little bit. Understand that? Now, go to line 3, it's the reversal. It starts with the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So line 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And now line 5, we separate the guys from the little boys, the men from the kids. So line 3 is right, left, right, right. So R equals right, left, right. L equals left, right, left. Then 2 rights in a row. Then it begins all over again on the opposite side. Right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Boom. Do we understand that, gentlemen? Yes? No? Before I go any further, to the halftime shuffle? But before I go to the halftime shuffle, I think a straight ahead shuffle, good Robert, would be best to understand. Now, when I say straight ahead shuffle, I'm going to do a backbeat on 2 and 4. So the shuffle itself, the very basic kind of shuffle I learned in the 50s was 1, 2, 3, 4. And my bass drum is on 1, 2, 3, 4. And my right hand is going 1 and 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. The bop, bop, bop. And I'm going to drop a down backbeat on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Very simple pattern for beginners. Bop, ba, da, bing, gop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. I guess I'm not a singer, but you get the idea. It's a very basic shuffle. Now, to make that a little fuller, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All I'm doing there is I'm taking the right hand triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and the 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now I'm dropping a downbeat, a backbeat rather. Why do I keep saying downbeat? On 2 and 4. And all the other notes on the snare drum are ghost, the ghost notes. So they're lighter. 1 and the, now 2 and the, 3 and the, 4 and the. We get that, guys? So we have just the two forms. It's actually a Texas shuffle. 1, 2. That's the Texas shuffle. Okay, I'm not filling it in with the blanks. Now, that's a straight ahead 4/4 time shuffle, and we're going to take it as the halftime shuffle. Now, I always fight with people. I guess I'm a fighter. I don't know. The Jeff Piccaro Rosanna, or Bernard Purdy's halftime shuffle. You know, it came into view from Bernard first, and then from Jeff Piccaro. You know, become hey, wow, check it out. Now, no matter how many times I've listened to Rosanna, we all familiar with the tune Rosanna? I say it's dotted 16th notes because of the way the song falls. But people argue with me, so I'm not going to argue with nobody. Everybody says, this is the halftime shuffle that Jeff Piccaro uses. Well, fine, let's keep it at that. I don't want to argue. I'm too old. All right, you understand Rosanna. I feel Rosanna is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's like this. 1, the and the 2, the and the 3, the and the 4. 1, the and the 2, the and the 3, the and the 4. But anyway, that doesn't matter because he uses a Bo Diddley. Bum, 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 hey, Bo Diddley. With a bass drum pattern. That don't fit with a triplet. So let me just, what's acceptable in today's drumming community and drumming language, we're going to say Jeff Piccaro played it this way. Okay, he took the triplet. Now I'm going to play it without the backbeat. 1, 2. All it is right hand triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and the 2 and the 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm trying to keep the snare drum, all the notes that I'm playing on the snare drum, ghost. Now, to give it the halftime shuffle pattern, feel, I'm going to only accent one note on the snare drum, and that's going to be 3. It's going to be 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got that. Now, the bass drum, we understand they want me to slow that down a little bit. You want to go over it a little bit more? Now, this is in the book. It's broken down, it's written out. 4 pages on it. This halftime shuffle with a variety of foot patterns. And before I forget to mention it, I did say I was going to put a rudimental background breakdown to the book, but man, the book, man, it would have been like 250 pages, which is to me ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to send them out to you when we work on them. Okay, plus the 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover by Steve Gadd. Now, where do I place the foot? There's any place you want, really, but let's control the foot. Let's say, okay, we're going to use stick control book again as a reference. Okay, we're going to maintain this pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's going to remain constant. Now, where to place the foot? Well, the first thing I would do is place the foot on the counts of 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, how I get that is I look at line 1 of page 5 of the stick control book. And again, it's written 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we're going to swing it. 1, the 2, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1. We're going to eliminate the lefts, and we're going to get 1 and the 2 and 3 and the 4. However, instead of playing the R's with the right hand, we're going to go 1 and the 2 and 3 and the 4 and. So the first guy's pretty simple. All you're doing is dropping straight 4 on the floor, so to speak. So I'm going to do it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get it? Got it? Questions? Understand that. Where I get the foot for this first pattern is from the stick control book, page 5, line 1, all the rights. Try it again, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, got it? Okay, Robert, very good, Robert, very good. Jim, you get that? Hoist, you get it? And whoever else is watching, get into the chat. Say hello. Okay, line 2. We're going to move the foot a little bit. So we're going to do line 2. Same way. We're going to swing the line. The way it's written is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're going to swing it. It becomes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We eliminate the left, so we get 1 and 2. We hit with the bass drum instead of the right hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Who's this? Hello. I don't understand, Hoist. Aren't you in here? You said that before. Do you understand this? You're all set, right, Jim? It's A-L-L. One word. S-E-T, another word. Okay, so now, let's do line number 2, slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Again, slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Understand that? It's easy. Now you have 72 lines, perhaps 144 lines. You can make up your own lines, or you can take the syncopation book. Now, Jimmy, you sent me an email, and could we understand phrasing musically? Yeah, we can. We're going to do that. And what we've been doing is all the mechanics of how to develop control and a lot of mathematical possibilities of how we can do things. Now, we're going to take it in a while to a musical situation. All right, when I first started and I started playing in the bands, playing the neighborhood bars and watching everybody fight and get drunk and the girls asking to go outside, all that good stuff. I didn't learn things like this. I just thought, playing Wipeout or Hold On, I'm Coming was the way to do things. So, we're going to take, for example, a 2-measure phrase, and we're going to count the phrase, and I'm going to take you step by step from counting the phrase to humming the phrase, to playing it against a groove. Not when I say groove, I don't mean, I shouldn't say groove, but a pattern with the right and left hand. The bass drum is going to be the bass guitar's part. You're in unison with the bass guitar. That's how I was taught at first. Whatever the bass player is playing, play it. Huh. Okay, I tried that. That's cool. But I did not like it because that locks me in. I want to play with the bass player, what he's playing, and embellish on it. Plus whatever I had to do to make the song that I was playing happen. Does that make sense to you, gentlemen? Okay, now, like I said, I mailed out 5 books this morning, plus I said my PayPal account is exploding, which I love. That's a good thing. Everybody from the European continent and from South America and from Canada are buying the PDFs. And I like that one because all I have to do is just send it to them. I don't have to go to the post office. I don't have to pay for postage. Okay? So I think I hit the jackpot with this. Like I said, in a week or so, I'm going to make some videos. I'm going to post them on YouTube, and they're going to be free. Now, there's 45 different formulas. And I'm going to take randomly, or maybe you guys want to suggest, when you get the book or the PDFs, suggest what formula you would like to see on YouTube. Then just 5. And after that, they're going on my site. Instructional videos. Boom, you go there, stick control book formula number 18. Okay? You'll get the PDF with it as well. $3. It's about a half-hour video. I'm going to really get into it, really, break it down, explain it in depth. Do you like that idea, guys? Guys keep coming and going on this thing. All right, I guess they don't want to learn. They just want to see me demonstrate my playing abilities. That's a drag, man. Anyway, Robert, you're the first gentleman to purchase the book. So I'm going to give you the first choice. How's that sound? The left hand feels a lot better. No. This is going to be for YouTube, Robert. I'm going to put 5 videos on YouTube for free. That leaves 40 videos, 40 formulas. That's a lot of work, trust me. So I need to be compensated for that. I'm going to take a formula, for example. Let's just take formula number 1. I'm going to make the video. Say it's not on YouTube. I'm going to make the video, and I'm going to upload it to my website. I'm going to upload it to my website, and whoever would like to purchase the video on that particular formula will have to pay for it. You guys, I'll take care of you guys. It's not a problem. Okay? What's this? Want to try ostinato 10. No combination. It's just right after the warm-up key. That's in the workbook number 1, Jim. Ostinato number 10. Okay. Let me get it out. Okay. Ostinato number 10. The hi-hat, number 1, first off, 1 through 4 to count, page 1. What is that? How do you get 158? I didn't mark the page numbers. Page 10, you're talking about ostinato pattern number 10, correct, Jim? It's not on the combination. After that, the warm-up and key. All right. Okay, the key. You have the bottom line. You see all the X's? That's the hi-hat. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. Not a problem. Okay, and what's constant is the snare drum, the backbeat. It's on 2 and 4. Now I'm counting in 16ths. 1 E and the 2. Sorry. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. That's constant. Now, this is unusual because I'm using the floor tom-tom and I'm using the small tom-tom. Boom. So I have 2 tom-tom sounds. So I have now established the hi-hat pattern, the snare drum pattern, and now I have to establish the right-hand part, which is the tom-toms. Now the first part, oh boy, did I make a mistake there? Boy, Jim, you know. All right, it should be on the count of 2, just the snare drum is playing. Forget about the third note on the 2. The 2 is actually the snare drum, okay? I'm playing now, the right hand is playing 1 E and the 2 E, and that's on the small tom. E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the 1 E and the 2 E and 3 E and the 4 E and. You get that? The right hand part, 1 through 4. I don't know where page 158 is. Where do you come up with page 158? Two, 3, 4, 1. Really? No. Ostinato number 10, combination number 30. Ostinato 10, combination 38. Ostinato 10, number 11, number 12. There's no 138. Where did you get that? It says combinations. There's no page numbers. I don't see page 138. The key, bass drum, hi-hat, snare drum, floor tom-tom, and small tom-tom. Is that what you're asking? UC 158. Where are we talking about? We're talking about this book. Matt Patella Live Lessons Workbook number 1. UC 158. Maybe I should get some Windex and clean my glasses. 158. I don't see no numbers on it. The only numbers I see, if I'm on ostinato number 10, and that's how I figured I'd lay it out. Ostinato number 10. Where do you guys see 158? Ay, ay, ay. Upper left-hand corner. Really? Unbelievable. Did I miss something? Oh, okay. I see 174. All right, I'm sorry. 152? All right, I'm sorry, gentlemen. Hold on. 158. All right, I see it. I sincerely apologize. You didn't know whether to go right, what is that, right or left foot? All right, number 10. The left foot part is playing eighth notes. I'm sorry. Oh boy. It's been a long morning, trust me. Okay. If you look at the key, that's the first line, 158. I see it now. I sincerely apologize. I've been computered out, printed out, and stick control book out. Man, my brain is flippy. The hi-hat is the X on the bottom line, below the staff. So if I'm counting 16th notes, like that, it would be 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Do you understand that, Jim? All right, that's the left foot, the toms, okay? I have the floor tom-tom and the small tom-tom. So I'm going to play the hi-hat and the floor tom-tom, the hi-hat and the small tom-tom. All right, now I'm going to have no bass drum, just the right hand and the left foot part. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E, sorry, no 3. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E, 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. Do you see it now? You see it on the toms? 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. That's the same all the way through. Then you drop 2 and 4 in the snare drum. You got it on the toms now, Jim? I don't believe how late it is. Troy, you're late. The lesson's just about over. That's okay. Just to give you a better understanding, 1 p.m. lessons are on YouTube. Yeah, well, don't think of it that way. And the left hand is on the snare, 2 and 4. Why are you guys getting into all the way over to 10? Can you play all the other ones? I was going to gradually go to 10. You're playing the floor tom-tom, the small tom-tom, the snare, and whatever the bass drum part is, the hi-hat is on 8th notes. Without no bass drum, you're going to have 1E and the 2E and 3E and the 4E and 1E and the 2E and 3E and the 4E and 1E and the 2E. That's right, I'm sorry. 1E and the 2E and 3E and the 4E and. That's all it is. You got it? Why right, left? I'm not putting sticking patterns in there, man. It's just common sense. It's right there. Your left hand is on a 2 and 4, the snare. For this one, the right hand's on the tom-toms. 1E and the 2E, 1E and the 2E, and 3E and the 4E, and 1E and the 2E, and then the variations on the bass drum. Troy, are you going to purchase, well, first off, are you from Europe or out of the U.S., Troy? Why right, left, Jim? Inga-da-bonga. Okay. So, Troy, do you live in the United States, the U.S.? Because all my lessons now are going to be taken from workbook number 1 and stick control book formulas. So, Troy, can you answer me, please? Are you in the U.S. or are you in where? Colorado. All right. Like I said, I will send out PDFs to everybody, but they're going to be from I'm going to expand on the formulas. All right. Now, if you want to purchase the PDFs, I'll send them right to you through the computer. You have to print them out. It's a $25 fee. If you want the hardcover, it's a $45 fee, and that includes shipping. All my lessons will be, this is part 1. Oh, man. Part 2 will be from this book. There's 45 formulas. So if you intend to buy the book, all right, it would be $45. You send it to PayPal. If you just want the PDFs, there's like 180 pages. You just go to PayPal and put either $25 for the PDFs, or if you want the hardcover, $45. You need to send it to me as a gift, or else I will refund the money. It's a lot of work, and it costs me a lot of money. I mean, I maybe have $2 or $3 profit on these things. All right? Hard copy, you go to PayPal. You pay $45 in my PayPal account. Send it as a gift. Then email me your address, and I will put it in the mail. It's a simple process. Here's my email. Hey. Now, that's, if you go to PayPal, just put it into that. I guess you could use my name or my email as well. You put $45 in it as a gift, and I'll be going to the post office again tomorrow or Wednesday, and I'll put it in there. By Friday, you should have it. That's stick control book formulas. Okay, guys? Now, it's 1:45, and Uncle Matt has to say, well, I'll see everybody this evening, 7 p.m. on my site. I should have no trouble with the site now. If there is trouble, give me 5 minutes and we will be back on this site. Did you get my email for the locations there, Troy? Okay, thank you, Troy. Okay. Gentlemen, have a good rest of the day. And we're going to be playing around with this a little bit until you get the book. And then I'm going to send you today's agenda, stick control book, formula number 10, so on and so forth. Oh yeah, I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to see if that works. Somehow or other we'll work the foot in, okay? All right, guys, have a good rest of the day. Thank you, and I'll see everybody this evening, 7 p.m. Have a good day. Practice.